everyone, so welcome back with my channel this video is going to touch base on something that I feel a lot of women go through, and men. You know, it does exist within men too. It's just not as made a big deal by others, because usually men tend to keep more things to themselves. They'll just won't express as much as women do, and that's perfectly fine, but it does exist both within men and women. And so for this video of my series of Fat Girl with Anxiety is going to touch base on how we compare ourselves to our peers, how we compare ourselves to people who aren't even close to us, or even to celebrities. And I know it's just the general, yeah, we compare ourselves because society nowadays only talks about how you should look and how women should look based on what the supermodels look like. And okay, yeah, we do live in a society that portrays women in a certain way and what is attractive and what it's not. But I'm glad that so much of that is changing, because now a lot of girls are standing up for, you know, thickness, and it's very great, because it's like, you know, we can't only idolize thin and tall or slender. We have to idolize the girls who have curves, who have thick legs, who have hourglass figures, and that brings attention to what men like as well, because not every man likes a really skinny woman. I've met men that actually prefer someone who is thicker and has more of a shape, or more of, you know, more breasts, or more of the, you know, bottom area. But overall, it's just this video is going to talk about how I faced that similarity. In high school, I always used to compare myself to my friends. I always used to think that, oh wow, I'm not as pretty as them, or I'm not as thin as them, or I just don't get as much attention as them. And I just thought, I knew part of me shouldn't have thought that. That's the funny thing, is as a teenager, part of me was like, why do you think like that? You should really appreciate how you look. But like I said, I went through a lot of things that made me believe this was how I looked, and it was wrong. But sorry, I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice is a little raspy. And in all honesty, I've never been jealous of my friends to the point where it's just been bad. I mean, there have been times where I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous because, you know, she could wear this and just look good. It's kind of that jealousy. It was never to a point where it was hatred or gonna hurt our friendship in any way. Sometimes, if anything, it's just like, man, like, they are so lucky, you know, they have that. And I know you should never compare yourselves, but like I said, this is just something that I did as a teenager. I always thought, oh, I'm just not good enough, or I'm not as pretty as them, and blah blah blah. And I will admit, my friends are pretty attractive. I think they're very gorgeous and they're hot, and I do not blame any man who wants to approach them. I really don't, because I've seen it happen a bunch of times. I've seen it happen with my friends from high school, my friends from college, and I was just like, okay, you know, that's good. Like, throughout the years, I learned to kind of just let that go, kind of just understand that, you know, there might be more men that are attracted to your friend than to you, and you kind of just have to think, okay, well, that's what they're into, and that's okay. I know that for a fact, part of me was just so sad and just, you know, wow. Thinking back at it, I can't even find the words of how I used to think, but I think the reason being was I always had people comment on how great my friends looked, and I never once heard a comment about me, or like just ever, oh, you look great, you know, you look like this. You know, it's like, sure, if you hear only your friends, you're only gonna think what they look like is more attractive. So of course you're just gonna grow up with that mentality. And the reason why, I know I probably smile a lot in my videos, and I'm sorry, but sorry, not sorry. I just smile now because I finally got to the point in life where I easily say my friends are really beautiful and they are attractive. But now I honestly think I'm pretty attractive as well. I think I have very nice features that I want to show to the world, and I am not afraid of showing it. And I know probably none of my friends really think I felt this way, but and maybe they had an idea, and I never really mentioned it to them because part of me was like, I don't want my friendship to ever think, or I don't want my friends to ever think that part of the friendship is because, you know, I want to look like them or I want to have that part of them. So maybe I never brought it up because it's like, that's for me to deal with. That's what I knew for sure, was that's my thing, that's my issue at the moment. If I feel I'm comparing myself, well, still be friends with them because they are good friends, but you need to work on looking at yourself differently in order for you to not compare yourself anymore. And I know with one friend I talked to about it a lot, but it's because she was my very first best friend that was by me through all of the bad times. She was a friend from family from Ecuador, because my mom's side's from Ecuador, and they had a friend that came and moved here with her daughter, and that's how I became friends with her. And yes, a lot of times she talked about her conquest with men, or how this guy asked her out, this guy asked her out every other time, every other week, and it's kind of like, okay. And I told her, sometimes I wish I had that kind of attention, sometimes I wish I had that feature of myself. I don't know how else to say it. And she would say, well, I mean, you should understand that sometimes it's, would you rather have a lot of guys come to you, or would you rather have the one guy you truly want come to you? And yes, it made sense. It's like, of course, why have so many men flirt with you when the one you want doesn't even flirt with you? I understood that. I just wish that at that time, again, I had very low self-esteem, that I would be appreciated in a way that my friends were being appreciated. I would be appealing as my friends were. And that's why I think I got so held back from really truly being happy of myself and how I look, because I was constantly always shutting myself down. I was always thinking, you do not look as good as her, you do not look as good as her, they look greater, they look better, they're thinner, they're curvier, they have more boobs than you, they have more butt than you. So sometimes it's just not good to do that. I don't know how else to say it more eloquently, but it's just very damaging to yourself, as to your self-image too, because you're never going to fully see the beauty inside of you and the beauty outside of you. I'm so proud of when I see girls straight up say, I look good today, because it's just like, you know what you do, and I'm glad you see that. Or when girls are promoting like their thick thighs, because it's like, I have thick thighs. I always did since I was a baby. They were never going to be thin. They were never going to be like like sticks, because my mom has very skinny legs. But I played soccer for a lot of years, and my legs were never thin, but they were at one point very toned, and I always liked that. I never wanted thin legs for me. I never wanted a thigh cap. I just liked how they were muscular. So that was one thing. I always loved my legs. But when you have people telling you that what you love is not good enough, it's kind of like, well, then where do I go from here? I'm trying to find things that I love about myself, but then when one person tells you, no, it should be smaller, it should be better, it should look like this, it's like, okay, then what do I do? So I was very stuck for a lot of, throughout all of high school. There were times where I was like, oh, I look really good here, and I agree, and my family agreed. But there were times where I was like, I don't look as good as my friends. And now I'm at the point where it's like, I look great regardless of anyone else. I'm not looking at anyone else. Like, girl power all the way. I'm always supporting my girlfriends if they look good in something, or if they rock something. I'll comment on their post. I'm like, damn, like, you look good. Because friendship, and especially women all around, we have to support each other. We have to give each other that strength inside of us, and to support each other, especially during some hard times. Women are still looked as the lesser gender compared to men. They're still getting paid less compared to men for doing the same job as a man. So nowadays it's like, instead of just biting at each other or eating each other at, like, to the point where we want to hurt each other, it's just very disappointing. It's like, we're supposed to stand together. We're supposed to show how equal we are, or even better. I personally think women are better because we have so many qualities that a lot of men can't have, because they will not be able to find their way with it. Like, you know, it takes a lot to be a mother. And shout out to single fathers, don't get me wrong. Single fathers are awesome, but you know, a mother always has that kind of part of you that makes you feel that comfort. It's just different. So honestly, I just think women should always support each other and just cheer each other on if we look good. Don't point out anyone else's flaws. Even if you hate that person, there's no need to. It's just, why waste your energy on hating? So my lesson from this whole 4 years in high school, even throughout some of college, I always compared myself, and it brought me down so much, and it was only hurting myself. Like, does it really hurt my friends for me to say, oh, I'm not as good as you, or I don't look as pretty as you? I mean, sure, they probably empathize or even sympathize with you, just to think, no, like, you shouldn't think that. Like, maybe they'll support you in it, but if you constantly try to look for that or try to find what you can through someone else, it's only going to set you back from really finding your best value of yourself. It's okay to say, honestly, I love having my thick legs. I think they look muscular and I love them. I have to say, you know, my girlfriend looks good like this and I look good like this. Like, I rock this dress, she looks good in her dress. You gotta really find the strength in you to think, wow, okay, I'm pretty awesome. I'm looking this good, I'm slaying all around. And what do I say when people think you don't look good and you feel you look good? What matters is you feel that you look good. That's all that matters. Sure, maybe if you want an honest opinion of how you really look in the top, that's one thing. But if you feel that you look great in a dress, then just wear it. You know, no one's gonna hold you back. For people who want to talk about it, just let them talk. That's only gonna harm them, because you need to just surround yourself with people that will bring out the best in you, will see the best of you too, because my friends always know how to see the best in me. My friends know how to bring it out of me, and more importantly, bring it out of me. And I just want to say to you girls and guys who do compare yourself to your peers or your buddies or your girlfriends, that even if you feel that they are more attractive than you, it's okay if they somehow do get more attention than you. You have to understand sometimes something's always going to be more appealing than the other, but that does not mean you are any less to what you truly are. You can still say that you have your own appearance, you have your qualities that I know there are other people that will find attractive more than your other friend, and it's not a competition. You have to remember that it's not who can wear it better or who can look better or who's prettier or who's more buff, who's gets some more girls. No, you have to understand, like, if someone finds you more attractive than your friends, and it's like, okay, accept it. That's how it is. And if someone finds your friend more attractive than you, then like I said, that's how it is sometimes. But I just hope that you find that confidence where you're just like, okay, that guy likes her, cool. You know, like, I'm here, I'm enjoying myself. Like, if I get hit on at a bar and my friends don't, it's like, okay, well, I'm getting hit on, but I'm still with my girlfriends. And if my girlfriends are getting hit on and not me, then that's okay. I'm still having a good time. You have to understand, like, I'm with my best friends and that's gonna happen, and that's okay. I know I keep saying that's okay a lot, but sometimes you have to come to terms in life that things are okay. There are things that are not okay, and you can fight that on it. You can change it for the better of yourself. But for things that just happen that are general, that just happen naturally, you have to kind of remind yourself, it's okay. It's okay. If someone gets asked out for you, it's okay. So for a while, like, I was single with my girlfriends, and I always felt, man, like, maybe I'm just not good enough, but that's not the case. That's not the case, because even when I did have a boyfriend, when my friends did, it didn't end to the best, but I did have someone in my life that really brought out the best in me, that saw the best in me, that pushed me to find it. And then when that ended, I was single, but I knew, I was like, you know what, I'm going to take this by storm. I'm going to enjoy my single life. And then now I am in a current relationship with someone that he told me himself he wants me to bring up my confidence. He wants me to be more assertive with myself, because that's what's very attractive in women, that are confident in themselves, that know what they want, that know how to get it, and that know what their value is. And so little by little, I finally came to that. I finally am like, damn, like I'll look at myself and I'm literally thinking, you are beautiful. You look so good. Your skin is clear. Your eyes are white. Like you're nice. Like you lost a lot of weight, which is something that I'm working on too. And I know I didn't talk about my weight that much, but it was also the weight. That's when I hope you understood that the weight is because of it. But I just know that when you all find it, it's going to be very rewarding. I know that it's a struggle to find the best in you when you see people praising something else, but you just have to understand that as of right now, you are awesome. You look beautiful. You wear your hair the best you can to what you love. You rock the bun, you rock the ponytail. You're tall, you got the best eyes. You really just gotta find something that's gonna make you stand out. And little by little, when people see how great you're holding on to life, people are attracted by that. I know I'm attracted to people that just give off those good vibes. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's just enjoy and have a good time, regardless of what it is. I'm sorry for the long video. I'm really working hard to shorten them, but again, I just want you all to remember that you are loved regardless. There are people that do want to see the best in you. And I know there are friends that if they know you have low self-esteem, they probably want you to bring it up. They want you to feel good about yourself, and that's okay. Just feel like you're slaying all day. Even if you're wearing like shorts and a t-shirt, just, you know, feel comfortable with yourself. And when you do want to doll yourself up, just know that you're going to own it. You're going to look great. And a reminder, you don't need to doll yourself up to look good. It's all about knowing the kind of person you are and just hoping that other people feed off of the good energy you give out. Okay, well, I'm sorry again for the long video, but I hope you all enjoy this talk. I hope this helps you in any way. I will touch a little bit more about it. I know this is like a two-part video almost, but I'll talk more about it in my next video. Just right now, understand that I went through the same thing, comparison through everybody, celebrities, friends, family, and how now it's just to overcome it, to slowly just think, I am good, look great, and my friends look great, and I look great. And it's okay if you say, I look better in this, because sometimes you need to push yourself to see that. Okay, well, enjoy your guys' Friday. I hope this helps. I hope this brings some comfort to somebody who went through something similar or is still going through it now. Just remember that you are awesome. You need to understand that. And what you do and what you're trying to do, keep hustling out there and just go work for what you want. Okay, if you want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a like, or tell your friends. I'm doing my best to just get the word out there and to support everyone that needs it. Alright, bye.